you think the scheme, obviously last year went the way it went, but how do you think the new scheme kind of help you guys match up against the offense this year?
Well, having three down linemen is a little bit different than four because we're going to get a lot of double teams naturally, and so they can work up to linebacker. But as long as we, play our technique and hold our gaps for long enough for everybody else to do their job, I feel like we have a good chance of being effective.
One of the good things about the new staff here is they were at SMU last year. How much have they talked to you guys about maybe the good tendencies of players and maybe the bad tendencies of some of the players you guys are going to be facing this week?
Right. I feel like naturally, the coaches kind of, when we go through people or whoever we're playing, we have the packet naturally, and we kind of go through each person through film and realize how they play the game. We work on we watch their pros and cons and kind of go through whatever team. I feel like just for the SMU game at the moment, we're not treating it like any other team. So we're gonna just focus on one game at a time.
Does this game have a different feel simply because it is a rivalry game?
I feel like this game is naturally emotional. There's a lot of history within this game. We've been preaching it day in, day out to keep level head, focus on next game, and treat every game the same so you don't get emotional. Football is naturally an emotional game, so sometimes that can even mess you up. And so as long as you stay focused on your responsibilities and do your job, I feel like that should be the.
Are you paying attention to the social media postings and this, that, and the other surrounding the game, and how do you filter that out?
Right. There is postings every year about this TCU SMU, like on Twitter, social media, and everything like that. Personally, I try not to get caught up with it. I just know it's gonna be there regardless. And some people do, some people don't. Personally, I'm just not the type.
You've been through this game a couple of times now. Do you have any advice, or have you been talking to some of the younger guys like Dominic Williams about how to approach this game?
Right. Other than the natural, like the given thing, is just like it's gonna be an emotional game. I keep saying that, but it is gonna be a naturally emotional game. But just focus on your responsibilities and do your job, and understand the scheme that we've been working on the past week and a half or so, and just kind of focus and be grounded in the moment.
What is Coach's message to you all? I mean, obviously, he's going back into pretty rough territory there for him. So what is this message, any special message going into this week?
We've been, throughout the whole facility, we've been talking to each other about playing hard every game and every snap and being able to do your job. And he's kind of preaching that himself. He did come from SMU, but I feel like him just talking about how we all need to keep a level mind and play harder each game, each snap. I feel like that's what we've been focusing on.
Do you feel like you need to do a little bit more because it is a special game for him and obviously him going back?
I feel like as long as everybody does their job to the best of their ability, I feel like we'll be fine.
I'm not sure who you're going against, but your coach is familiar with all these players, all the strengths and the weaknesses. Has he been a resource for you or any of the other teammates that you know of, just in terms of coming to him and saying, hey, so-and-so is, can be beaten this way or taken advantage of? Is there anything like that going on?
We can see most of what we need to see on film. I don't think there's like any other extra things going into it.